We are live now. Thank you for joining us. We are doing the Impact Lab WeVideo how-to session in English, and we are joined by a couple of folks. We've got Jaime and Patti from our team, Jaime from WeVideo, and they'll get a chance to say hello here in just a little bit. But before they jump in, I'll go ahead and just say hi myself. My name is Monica Martinez. I know all of you guys from the Peru and the Brazil cohort that this session is for. But in case there's anybody extra that may have not been at those events, just wanted to say hi and introduce myself. I am the director and oversee the Impact Lab programs, and will sort of be moderating today's session. Like I said, this is the Impact Lab WeVideo how-to session. This is going to be delivered in English. For those of you who've requested this session in Spanish or looking for that one, we will actually be doing that at a later time, so look out for the reminder for that one. We did send that out both today and last week, so definitely take a look at your email for that. We have quite a few folks joining that are watching the live feed via YouTube. We already have some people saying hello, so thank you for being with us live. And those of you who are watching the recording, well, that we are recording this session, obviously. And for those of you watching live, we will be sending out the recording to everyone afterwards. So in case you want to watch it again or take a look at any of the features that Jaime covers and if you want to sort of review, you'll be able to do that. So again, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to go ahead and kick this off. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Patti just to quickly say hello, Patti. Patti Zamora is with our Mexico team, and she will be delivering this same session, but in Spanish. And so she's joined us here today as well to sit in. And just, yeah, Patti, if you want to say hi.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm really excited to be here and very excited to do the session in Spanish, probably next week or someday. Monica will let you know, but we'll be here with you. Hello.
Thank you, Patti. Okay, and Jaime, I'll turn it over to you if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and then take it away.
Sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Jaime Hernandez. My Spanish is really broken. That's why I cannot deliver the session in Spanish, but I'm going to go over it in English today. And what I'm basically going to do is give you the basics, the login, how to set up your classrooms, how to load up media, how to create groups and assignments within WeVideo. And this should take about maybe, I'm going to cut it, I'm going to end it about 45 to 50 minutes in, and then to answer a few questions here. And then also to let you know that the access to your WeVideo account, when we'll be delivering that to you. Okay, so let's get started. Once you have your WeVideo account, to log in, all you need to do is just go into Google and then type in WeVideo, and then go into WeVideo, and you click into Login. And you put in your email credentials. How about that?
It never fails, right? That's likely to happen right when you're live.
Yeah.
So folks, if this is to happen to you, you just go back into the login screen and go back in and put your info again. And hopefully it works out. There we go.
Okay, so then this is what you'll see. Your screens as the administrator will be blank. There'll be no media here, because there'll be nothing inputted into your account. So this would be blank. The first thing you would need to do is to go in as the administrator. You'll see here these folders up here, and you go under Administrator, and then you'll go into your settings, and then you'll organize your settings before you invite the students in. And this is really important because you can make a lot of this information private or public, and you can go back and forth And once you kind of get the hang of it, you'll realize, or you'll figure out what you want to make public, what you want to make private. And those could also be based on the rules of your institution or school. So I'm going to go through this. You can upload students into your account in a couple different ways. You can do a Google Sync, which is probably the easiest, or you can do a CSV file. Displaying the gallery, this portion here, gallery settings. Gallery is basically all the finished video projects. Once a student finishes his or her project, they'll go into the gallery, into the teacher's gallery. So you won't have to ask the students to submit their project. Once they're completed, it automatically goes there. So then you can make those galleries public or private. What that means is, are you going to make it public for your classroom for all the other students to see? Or are you going to make it private and only display the assignments that you wanted to display to other students? So I have it here, public. You have different gallery titles, right? These titles can be anything that you want it to be. I labeled it completed assignments year 2016, 2017, but it can be your history class, right? History 101. It can be anything you want it to be. And then you can make gallery managers, right? If, let's say you are a school district or you're a school and you have various teachers, you can make some teachers, managers, or leads. The difference between an administrator and a lead is that the administrator has a lot of admin rights, and these are here. Like, where are you going to get media from? Where are you going to publish media? And these can either be turned off or turned on, depending on where you're going to allow students to get the media. And when I say media, it's photographs, videos, music, whatever it is. WeVideo comes with music and various sounds already, but it comes empty of media. There really is no media in there. So I'm going to scroll down so you can see all of these. Destinations, you can have these on, like once the videos are finished. Are you going to publish them? Does your school have a Vimeo account that you want to publish to? Do they have a YouTube account, right? Dropbox, OneDrive. These can be either turned on or turned off.
And is that to give people the option of, like, when they're about to share, those will be options?
That is correct. So those will be an option. So if the school has a pretty popular YouTube, has a YouTube account, and say, okay, we really like this video, you can give the lead an administrative rights to publish this to the YouTube account. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, and then so a lead is a teacher, right? And you'll see that they have different admin rights than an administrator. And a user is basically the students, right? And then the global is just a super admin. So you can make a teacher an admin. You can make anybody an admin if you wish. Okay, so let's go now to your dashboard again. Once you have all your administrative rights set up, you have your dashboard. Up here, let's go back to admin. Members, you need to add your members, right? So once we add members, and I've already added members, and you'll see that these are all fictitious people, for the exception of the two lads with the last name Hernandez. Those are my kids. So this is my mock classroom, right? And you'll see that these are all my students. I have projects, and I put all these kids into a project, which I have here already. So basically what I did is I created a project, and I named it Ancient Civilizations. In that project, I went out and I added all of these members. And you'll see that I created a group called World Cultures 1A. You click on that group, and it's all my students in there. And that's to organize it. So when the kids are done with their projects, it goes into the gallery with that folder name, so you don't have to look for other projects if you have more than one classroom. So you can organize your classrooms in that manner. Okay, so now let's go to the project itself. In the project itself, you'll see that you'll have different media within that project that I have uploaded. And then you'll see here, it says World Cultures, Ancient Civilization. So you can preload the media that you want students to pull from for a particular project. In this particular project, I went out and I put up ancient civilizations from Latin America, but you can do anything you want. Let's say it's going to be a math type of video where you're going to have, I don't know, multiplying with double-digit multiplication. You can have media that pertains to that. So the students can only, or you can open it up so students can upload their own media. So if you want them to be creative and use media outside of what you have loaded, you can do that. And an easy way to do it, there's various sites, and I know Monica can probably tell you, where there's a lot of free media, a lot of free photographs, a lot of free videos. Once you load them up into your Google Docs, it is really easy to load them up into WeVideo. Monica, looks like you have a question. You okay?
Yeah, no, all is good. And I'll definitely share some resources for finding like really great pictures and graphics and stuff like that on the Google Plus community. So that way people can snag some resources from there. But I did have a question on, so when you go in to do this like video project and you've shared that video project with your students, so that means that all of your students could drop in files into that folder, correct?
If it depends how you organized it. So you have two different types of projects. You have group projects and you have projects that are individual. So let's say for this particular one, everybody's doing ancient civilizations, but I'm going to put them in groups of 3. So you have that kind of thing, 3 kids working on it. Or you can have your entire classroom working as individuals on the exact same project. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so when you shared the folder earlier, when you showed us the project and you put all your students in that project, that meant that, like, yes, this page here, so you put all your students in this project, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to the actual project itself, does that mean they already have access to this actual video, or this video is just an individual's video?
No, everybody has access to this.
Okay, got it.
So then this is the project. You'll see here, Ancient Civilizations. This is kind of gives you the preview of the media. You'll click here, right? It tells you that there's 18 pieces of media. And then here are the members, right? I can delete
so
this.
that would mean that like you and Dominique, I didn't quite
no,
catch
I removed him. That was, so
yeah,
I'm the teacher, right?
Correct.
And then this is all my class. This is my classroom.
Okay.
And these are all the lads in that class, and they're all doing the project, the same exact project.
So, but they're doing the same project, but as an individual video, or when you open up that video that you were just showing us, does that mean that they all have access to that one video that you're about to edit?
Yeah, yes, the media. So all that media, they have access to all that media. Does that make sense?
So not the media. What I want to know is, when you got into the project itself, it showed the media in there, and it had already the timeline down at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
This one here, yeah. This video here, is this video accessible by all of your students to work on collaboratively together, or is this just for one student?
This is for everybody. So it automatically defaults to the storyboard. So that's what you're seeing here.
Yes, so all of your students can come into the same file.
Yeah. So because I'm the admin.
Like a Google Doc.
That's right.
Okay.
So because I'm the admin, one thing you need to keep in mind, and I should have clarified, is that you're looking at the admin's view.
Okay.
right? So let's log out and let's log in as Dominic, one of the students.
Yep.
And you'll see okay, so this is a student's page. This is Dominic.
Okay.
This is his dashboard. And here is a video that he started editing, right? So let's continue editing. And I did a little bit of it, so you'll see some media, some tracks that he put. So
Okay.
he used up all the tracks, right? So this is what he sees, right? So he used all the media was there, and now he's used it all. Let's move out of Dominic, and let's go into a student's who hasn't touched it, right? So let's go into Nicolas. I don't think it's capital. All right, let's see. Maybe I'm going to try one more time.
Jaime, my question is that each student gets a copy of the same media in an individual project to work on.
That is correct. That is correct. Okay,
Like,
so
like a document shared in like Google Classroom that they all get each their own copy.
that is correct.
Okay.
I'm going to log on as the admin. I couldn't log into Nicholas. I assumed that he changed his password. So let's go back to this. Okay, so this is a project. You'll have 18 pieces of media, right? This is all that you're sharing. You can add more, right? You can go here and you can add them from the media that you already have. Or you can go in and add more from your Google Docs. But this is all the media that I have as the administrator. And I can go ahead and just click on what I want to add for these kids to use. And then now, as you see here, it's changed now to 32. So now you have all of this media where kids. And you'll notice here where it says edits, nobody has done any edits. So nobody has really gotten started on the project, right? So then when you get started as the admin, this is what you'll see, right? And then you'll see here, and then you'll go, all you have to do now is just look for that media, and it'll be under your World Cultures folder, and it's here. Now, to get a video or an edit started, all you have to do is when you begin, you would have to choose a theme, right? And you have various themes, and various themes have different music to go along with it. You'll see here that you could replace the soundtrack, you can replace the transitions, you can replace the captions that already come with it, right? So let's choose, let's see what we can choose. Let's do this one. We'll just keep all of that. And then basically what you do, it's as easy as dragging and dropping. And we'll do a couple, just kind of so you get the hang of it. And this is just dragging and dropping what you've done. Right, no transition through. Let's see, let's go back and let's choose, it looks like there's a glitch here with the themes. In addition to this, when you click on a piece of media, you'll have other options. You can put any caption that you want here. You can put it anywhere you want. You can choose the type of font that you choose. You can underline it, highlight it, different colors, whatever you choose. You can put the caption on the lower third. You can also do transformations. You can turn this around. You can switch. You can make it fit the screen if you wish. You can scale it down or scale it up. You can scale it down or up. This is kind of neat for like a picture-in-picture, right? Or if you do a green screen, you can add a person here. Let's see here. You can do an animation if you wish. You can mess around with the brightness and darkness of it. You can mess around with the contrast. And then you have a green screen option as well. And then we'll go through that at a later time. One thing I want to tell you also is that you also have resources within WeVideo. And you go here to the question. And this is only found for the people who have a subscription. And you can get some video. You can get inspired by some projects that other teachers have done with their students. Or you can get some information you can download, for example, a video production title task, right? And it kind of takes you through the steps. You can do other things too. Give me a second. So this, you have a lot of resources where you can pick from. You can also get a tutorial, a step-by-step guide. So once you get the logins, you can watch this recording, or you can watch this one. This one's going to take you through a guide, and let me click it. And it should take you and you'll have access to the guide here. And it'll take you step by step of how to create a video. And you'll see the outline on this side. You can just follow it and use it that way. You also see like quick videos on the introduction to media, intro to projects, shared projects, collaborative, right? Shared projects is what I was explaining earlier, everybody doing the same project as an individual. Collaborative project is putting kids in groups doing a similar project. So maybe you have 4 groups in your class doing the exact same project, but as a collaborative effort. This explains storyboard. This explains timeline. The difference between storyboard and timeline, you'll see it here, right? This, you have various videos. You can put video on top of a video to create some pretty spectacular animations. But for kids who are maybe just getting started, or as an adult who just wants to get started and know how to put videos together, you can start with a storyboard and just basically put things in order as you want. And then from there, you can tweak it. It can always transition to a timeline, right? So this is just kind of a simple video, 20 seconds. So let's stop it here, and then let's move it to a timeline. And you'll see what the difference is. You can make, if you feel that the title section is too long, you can shorten it. You can shorten any video that you wish. From here, you can add a lot of other things to it too. When you have music, so you have additional, let's go here. You'll see here that we have a lot of different music types. Inspirational, sound effects like animals, whatever, nature, hospital noise, people, traffic, weather, And then you have also, as a subscriber, you have access to the premium music as well. And then you can basically just get a soundtrack and drop it in. Once you drop it in, you can tweak it any way you want. You'll see that there's a blue line here. And let's say in a video, you want to create an effect with the music for that particular piece of media that you have. So you can either make it, you can tweak it any way you want, and you'll see the music drop, come up, drop, whatever you want to do with it. So it's pretty neat. And let's say maybe you don't want this, and you want to put like footsteps. You can do the same thing with footsteps, right? Make them really delicate in the beginning, and then increase their sound. And you can kind of tweak it that way with any of the audio that you have here. Will they be able to hear the audio, you think? Can you hear that? No?
No.
Okay. All right, you're going to have to take my word for it. But yeah, so that's what you hear with the audio.
Hey, Jaime, can you?
I could hear. Can you just increase the volume?
Oh, I wasn't able to hear. That's pretty good. Jaime, can you do 2 audio tracks? Like if you had a voiceover and then music?
Oh, absolutely. You can definitely do two audio tracks. You can do a lot of things. You can do like your own voiceover if you wish. You can record yourself. So you can have music playing in the background, and then you can have yourself talking. And then that will be, let me do this. That would be another audio track.
Oh, I see. And you just select audio from there.
You select audio. So then as you see, you'll see here, this is to add a video, right? Or audio. So you can add as many, it's unlimited. You can add as many tracks. So I can record myself here, and then maybe, right, once I do a recording of my voice behind this music, I can have another track behind me. Like I can have maybe some, I don't know, some Latin jazz happening here, and then I could be talking about something in the second audio track, and then you can have like kid noises, kids laughing in the third audio behind me. So you can do a lot, and you can do the same thing with the videos. But yeah, my volume, I think someone asked about the volume, but I think because we're on Google Hangout, you can only hear my voice. You can't hear the noise coming out of my computer, if that makes any sense. So then once a student finishes his or her project.
Wait, just a second, Jaime.
Yeah.
How would you record your voice directly into the video?
Yeah, you have an option here. Give me a second. Okay, let's see. Give me a second. Let me move into a student's real quick. I'm at 1 second. All right, let's go to projects. Let's go back to, okay, here we go. I apologize, there was a glitch on my computer. So you see right here?
Mm-hmm. Ah, okay, okay.
So this is where you would record it.
Mm-hmm.
So then you would go here, and then you can record. It gives you a time to record, and then you can record however long you want it to be. That, or you can also, yeah, I have a glitch. I don't know why it's doing that. And let me go into it again. Give me a second. So you can even do screen capture. So if you have a camera or you want to do it out of your computer, you can actually, if you're doing a video, maybe we can do a video of a tutorial, right? And you can record your screen, and you can have music in the background, right? Once you do your recording with your voice, you can add any other media, right? Music, footsteps, whatever it is that you want, and you can record your screen as you talk, and it's going to record whatever it is that you're doing. I get these a lot. My fourth grade teacher, my son's teacher, she records her math lessons for parents, and she posts them up on the student information system. And then as parents, we look what the lesson is for today. If they're doing, like, for example, double-digit multiplication, the way they're teaching it today is a lot different than the way I learned it. She posts what that lesson is and what it looks like and how she's teaching the kids. And she does it through WeVideo. Good question. Yeah, so that is basically, so once a student completes their project, it's just as simple as, clicking finish and over. There's a lot that you can do with a video. If you want to have different effects, if you want to sharpen your images, you can do that, right? You'll see here that the caption appeared. You can shorten, like I said before. You can cut it, right? When it comes to music, right? Sometimes the music track's a little longer than what your video is. Maybe your video is 40 seconds, but the music track is 2 minutes. You can cut the music track to fit your video. And your music track, once you get it from up here and you download it, you'll see that it's coming down on its full length, right? So then you can cut it and make it so you'll see that this music is pretty long. You'll see that it's over 2 minutes. So you can shorten it. Just click it, and once it outlines orange, you can just go back and just make it short so it fits your video. But there's that's kind of tasking. There's no short way around it. Like, it's not going to fit your video. You actually need to do that. Let's see. Yeah, and then you can mess around with the titles, the text size, right? You can put subtitles if you want at the end of your video. You can, let's see what else. There's theme text. There's animation as well. You can add some animation onto your video if you wish. But there's really not much to video. I think what takes the longest is just being creative and trying it out and testing it out. Let the students go at it with maybe no instruction and let them create, and you'll be amazed what they do. There's teachers out here who we've seen, the kindergarten level and the first and second grade levels is really we don't have a big use case for them, but we've seen some pretty amazing things. Anything else? Any other questions?
I had a couple of questions regarding, so the participants that are in the Impact Lab program have received the premium features, right? So they get access to be able to manage all this in the dashboard that you showed us with the admin console section.
That is correct.
And what about their students? Like, if that's the license, like, that the teacher, the participant, the Impact Lab participant's getting. But what about the students of that teacher? Do those students need to have at least? I would assume at least a minimum is the basic account. How is that going to work with these premium accounts that we're giving teachers? What will the students have access to if they only have a regular account versus, like, those different options. Like I guess I'm trying to figure out how is that going to work for the teachers in the classroom that are getting this premium.
So all the teachers who are getting the premium, they're going to get access to 40 licenses. So they have 40 licenses. So it's all for their classroom. So once they once they log in and once they set it up, right? And I'm going to play this video, and I know you're not going to hear it, but I'm going to talk through it. So
let's run through a basic account setup.
But hold on.
We can hear it.
Oh, you can? You can hear it?
Yeah, just raise the volume.
Oh, excellent. All right. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. So I'm going to play it. Let me know. That's as loud as I could go.
Okay.
Here.
Every education account comes with a set of licenses. One license equals one member. To assign these, you have a few options. The invite code and registration links are two easy ways to invite a handful of members, for example, your tech staff. They simply need to click on the link and follow the steps, or add the code in their free WeVideo account, and that will tie their account to yours. Now, if you're ready to invite your whole school or district, then sync your users with your Google domain or import them using a CSV file. All the users you import will be automatically tied to your account. They just need to log in with the information you provided and get started. To keep your members organized, it's useful to place them in groups. For example, one for each classroom. These can be created after adding the members or before, which allows you to assign a group as you invite new members using an invite link or CSV. Now that you've assigned your licenses, give your members a role to provide them with the appropriate permissions. All new members join as a user. This role is pretty restricted, so it's mostly reserved for students. For teachers, we recommend the lead role, which gives them limited admin rights, but lets them manage their classrooms and have visibility of their students. The admin role has full management rights, so assign it only to people who will help you run the day-to-day management of the account. With the roles set, go back to the admin tab and switch to the settings panel. Here is where you can restrict import or export destinations and fine-tune the permissions for each role to your preference. There's so many ways that you can customize your account. These are just the basics. To learn how to set custom roles, manage your class projects, and create group projects, check out our Academy page for more tutorials.
Yeah, so that was the basics. So they'll have access to licenses. I said 40, it's 50. So that's enough for their classroom. From there, they can manage it. You know, it's really important to identify who the teacher is and who the student is for access purposes. I
have a question. Can the admin or the global super admin, I don't know exactly the term what they use, can select the settings for the rest of the teachers using WeVideo in a domain, in a Google domain?
That is correct. You have complete control of that.
So the teachers cannot change it. Like if I'm the admin, I want them just to upload and drive and.
Yep, you set that, and you know, when a teacher is a lead, teachers are leads. When you assign the leads, who are the teachers, they can't change anything that you've done as an admin.
Okay.
So you can restrict it, and that happens a lot here in the U.S., where schools don't want students uploading from the internet, so they have specific sites that they want kids getting media from. So those are all set up that way.
Okay.
Good question. And then also one thing I forgot to mention is all of this is, within what we call a walled garden. So any project a student is working on, they cannot share it outside of this walled garden with anybody who the teacher doesn't want them to share it with. So it's not going to go up on social media, right? They can put the links on social media, but if you as a super admin didn't allow that, nobody's going to be able to see it.
Okay.
And here in the US, they call that FERPA and COPA compliance, and it goes with like child privacy laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't have those in Latin America, but bueno, legally, pero in many schools they follow them anyways.
Yeah, and it's for their safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. Well, anything else, Monica?
No, I think that was a really great overview. I would like to, do you guys have a WeVideo YouTube channel where we can get, like, maybe subscribe to it and maybe look at some playlists? Or do you guys have these videos just like these tutorials, or they just located off of the WeVideo site? Or where can we get those additional videos?
You can go onto WeVideo Twitter or Facebook page, and you'll see a lot of resources there too. Teachers share things. You'll see a lot of stuff that people share. A lot of projects. People ask questions here. Yeah. Right? It's pretty cool. So our Twitter page.
But like the video that you showed, the one that you just showed about how to set up like the student account and the teacher accounts, like that was really great. Like, where can I find videos like that are made by WeVideo?
Oh, absolutely. You go onto WeVideo.com, and you go all the way. This is our webpage. You go all the way to the bottom under Academies. You click Academies, and you'll see a lot of WeVideo, getting to know the dashboard, quick video basics, WeVideo for schools. WeVideo for schools is probably where most people that are on this call are going to go to, right? So they can set up, their Google Classroom, managing the class, intro to media, video, playlists, shared projects, basics, collaborative projects.
Okay, awesome.
And then you also have some other stuff. Once you start getting a little bit better, you'll have some advanced editing features that you can dive in here.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's going to be great, like additional resources to what you've presented here. So we'll send everybody the recording to this. So everyone will be able to see this particular video again as many times as they need to. But knowing where to find the rest of these is going to be an additional, like, just some additional resources that they can then access. So thanks for sharing that. We didn't get any. We've got some folks in the chat, but we didn't get necessarily any questions. I'm just going to remind everyone who is in the watching live that you can certainly post questions to the chat now. Now's a really good time to do that before we actually wrap it up. But yeah, Jaime, thank you so much for doing that quick overview, a little bit of everything. There's obviously a lot to play around with. There's definitely some really cool features. Some of my favorites was the ability to tweak the audio, the way that you need to adjust it to either hear music or hear voice, or that kind of stuff. And I am interested in learning more about the green screen. I know that's been a new addition, or wasn't that a new feature to WeVideo recently?
No, we've had that from, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago. So now, or HTML. So it's much better now than it was before.
Oh, nice. Okay. So just some upgrades to it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I don't know if Pati Zamora or Pati Garcia, if you guys have any questions for Jaime before we wrap up here.
No, I'm gonna start playing around with it. It seems pretty easy to use. And what I liked a lot is that in a frame or in a picture or video, you can put captions and different effects to it, because sometimes that's hard. You want to do something specific and you can do it here. and I like that.
So, Pati, we would need to touch base. We need to give you more access to the product. So let's stay in touch.
Sure.
Okay, well, everybody. Well, this was a pleasure. Thank you very much. It's exciting to see our product grow into different other countries, and we hope you guys use it and collaborate. And please share on our Twitter account, Facebook, because I know a lot of people would love to see what Latin America is doing with WeVideo.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jaime. Hang tight, Jaime, don't hang up just yet. To everyone else, though, that is watching live, I didn't see any other questions come through, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you for joining us. And those of you who didn't and are watching the recording, if you have any further questions, please use the Google Hangout chat, or, of course, use email to communicate with us. You will be getting an email with the details for how to set up your account and the link and all that kind of good stuff. So Jaime is going to be setting you guys up with that. For those that already filled out the form that you were supposed to fill out, if you didn't already fill out that form, please do so that you can go ahead and get access to all those resources. And just a final reminder for those of you who are looking to watch this session in Spanish, like I'd mentioned, Pati is going to be doing this session for us, and that's going to be on Wednesday, May 3rd at same time, 6:30 Central / Mexico / Peru time. I believe those are all the same, aligned right now. But you did receive an email with that information, so look at your email for that information and the link and all that kind of good stuff. I will send out another reminder for those of you who haven't seen it or lost that email, so you will get a reminder from us. But otherwise, thank you so much, and we'll catch you at the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Jaime, hang tight.